At the end of June, we got this little fun update as we always do. Next deck build pack. Deck build packs, we all know what they are, have three archetypes in them. What's according to Nosy anyway. The fun, cool sets. Previous one had, Earth's Arctic, Abyss, and Sulfur Core. What's this one gonna be? What's this one gonna be? Well, it was a crazy one, I'll give you that. I like interesting archetypes. I like interesting cards. I also like cards with restrictions. Look, Micah, I got my mate took a difference. Explain a different video what I like about cards. But all it's like these sets though. We still got this image one day, and I'm like, oh cool, it's a big purple dragon with a guy on it. It's a person with a glowy person. It receives rescue souls. What's that? And a key card to start the adventure. No idea on any of this means. The most best guess we got was this is probably the boss monster of this archetype, and it has something big. And yeah, but now all the cards that's lie. Most of the cards been revealed. If you look at the set list, this hasn't been updated to show the Exorcist isn't yet, but they all basically have one card that needs to be revealed for each archetype still. So look forward to that. So yeah, there's one card for each archetype as you can see here. There's a Punk card missing. There is Brave Token card missing. And there's 12 spots here when you have 11 cards revealed. Uh, so far. Well, if it count, if include anyway, you know what I mean. But yeah, look at the first one we got was Punk. Like, oh yeah, Punk, this is cool. Yeah, it's like artists. And you look at these, like, what do they do? They're apparently all psychic tuners for level 3 tuners. Like, how does that work? They've used fusion and synchro, and they're an interesting archetype. Their whole gimmick is get like a bunch of your level 3s in the graveyard, summon the dragon on your opponent's turn, and bounce cards for equal number level 3 psychs in your graveyard. And then they have in good traps, very good traps, and a monster negation and destruction that you can search once per turn by paying 800 life points. It's just a fun, interesting deck. Like, look, if you play them, they're not like the craziest crap. They have problems. Like, even though they're meant to be like get all in the graveyard, they are kind of slow at times. It's why I prefer playing them as like, okay, let's set up a strategy, but also play a control game because you have an archetype which has two good traps that are both searchable, once per turn searchable, and you just like grind very fun easily. Actually, the only issue they have is they don't have a good spell card. They have two okay continuous spells, but like if they have a good spell that does a monster reborn or something, or something cooler, then all you push something more from your hand or deck, and it would be set. These are just so interesting. Like fun. There was Earth Psychic, a cool type combination. Bring back the Psychic pay life point gimmick again. Just a fun, interesting deck. And then we got Brave Token. It's like, what the hell is this supposed to be? You summon a token which is apparently like a hero that you summon yourself or some crap. So stupid. So stupid, but at the same time, hilariously fun. You summon monsters to your field, you go on a journey. It's just, you have cool, like, okay, the crypts are kind of boring at the moment, but they have the field spells work with they have field spells that are match quips and they do interesting effects that way. Look, out of all the archetypes, I think Brave Token is the worst at the base level. However, it can some of like with two or three more good cards, like really good cards, it can be honestly be a pretty good deck. Not top tier, but like be a pretty good deck, be fun to play. It's basically like a one, two, three good cards. But overall, it's just so stupid but so fun. Like I said, back with Punk. See all these artworks, look fancy, having bright colors, fancy big. The whole gimmick is go fish onto dragon. It's so stupid. It's like yes, my game plan is summon big dragon like the good old days. We just the dragon does something fun, and this dragon actually pretty strong because it bounces couples of revives cards and it's like it's good on both turns. It's so interesting. This is fun. We haven't been. It's like, and then we have the Exo Sisters, the newest one that was just revealed. And it's these, look, on base level, they're the most boring because they're just, oh, the rank 4 Xyz archetype. Wow, we never had a rank 4 Xyz archetype before. Oh my god, rank 4 Xyz? Oh, that's such an under-supported level for Xyz monsters. Wow, so cool. But if you actually read them out, they are very interesting because the whole gimmick is we want to see someone on our opponent's turn when our opponent interacts with us, which, in my opinion, is pretty shit. Like, the cards you can go into are all very good, besides one, I believe, when it comes to summoning your opponent's turn anyway. No, they're all pretty good someone's opponent's turn, just one has a bad your turn effect. But, like, the effect, they all can go into strong, but just the issue is that it's not easy, because, look, it's the type of thing that your opponent really, really knows that they shouldn't mess with early on. They shouldn't destroy your or interact with your cards until they're set up, which is very annoying. And the only way we have around this is the quick play spell, but that only works if your opponent calls your monsters by someone from the graveyard. And while most decks do that, not all do. But the idea is still there, and it's interesting. It's one of those archetypes where each monster relates to an extra deck monster. I like those; they're fun. I think they're interesting. And one thing I do love though is all the extra deck monsters are good. It's so annoying. I love archetypes. I like mixing archetypes. Mixing archetypes is fun, but sometimes you just want to play. Hey, look, I want to play this deck. I don't want to play 4 cards of this archetype and merge it with 4 cards of another, 4 cards of another. You know what? That doing that is a part of Yu-Gi-Oh's fun. But you know what? Sometimes I want to be like, hey, you know what? This is my deck. It is just this deck. All the cards are cool. I either play like I'm not playing 8 small engines. That's my deck. No, I'm just playing a deck, and that is honestly very fun. But yeah, it's so nice seeing like all look. The only bad card is this one, honestly, and it's just like a mulligan, which is not the worst effect ever. It's just an even, and even if it's just an even, you can just play one copy of it. Still, the rest are great though. You can just this is just a +1, just a +1. This is special number from your hand, and this is no special summon itself. So it makes go into your rank forward on your turn easy. It also spames your field so you can go on your opponent's turn easy. So just the base level is fun, simple rank 4 deck, but have an interesting side of gain life points if you control multiple Exorcisters and go into cool rank 4s. I do wish the rank 4s had restricted material, to be honest. I wish they said, hey, you need light monsters as material, because I like restrictions on cards. If Look, I think restrictions are a very good thing for the game. Look, I like card. The more powerful card is, the more I like it if it has restrictions on its summon. Stuff like we all know Dragoon, which has its restriction on summon is it requires 2 normal monsters as material, which is barely a restriction in the decks you're meant to run it in, Red Eyes and Dark Magician, because they both run the monsters anyway. So I'm assuming, in this case, just referring to those archetypes, it's very easy to summon no matter what. But in like obviously you can play on any deck thanks to Verde and Red Eyes Fusion. But still, it's more fun seeing strong cards having restrictions. So that's why whenever I see like a Synchro monster and one of the either the tuner or non-tuner is like a specific type, like I'm happy. Especially if the card's strong. It's like that's cool. I like cards being restricted that are powerful. It means look, having like cards that go into any deck is good. I love the nightmares. Nightmares are great. And you know what? I'm going a bit of a tangent. Let's just stop. But no, back to the Grand Creators. Yes, back to Grand Creators. Grand Creators, so fun. I love these archetypes. It's like, look at them. We have some fancy like people, these guys, these, and it's so fun. It's like, I like this. I love the card design, and not just, hey, see this archetype here, this archetype. You're gonna span your field, make a bunch of negates, and yeah, look, that can be pretty boring. I know I'm saying a lot because I love Magic Key, and that does that exactly. But it's so fun seeing decks which are not just summon a bunch of negates, or we have floodgates which just lock my opponent out. Obviously, not every deck's like that. But even then, no, card design in Yu-Gi-Oh is not that interesting. You don't get a lot of crazy crap. What I'm trying to say, you don't get a lot of crazy card design. You don't get stuff that has interesting, weird effects, which aren't if something's clearly good or bad, you're not gonna play it like most of the time. But it's so fun to see just some like a bunch of sagas with pay life points to add cards from deck to hand, and the whole gimmick is summon a bunch of them, get them to the fusion summon to get rid of them, make cool big Sekiro dragon. Got a token deck, which doesn't, which is it's so dumb because tokens only summon by one card in the archetype. That is so bad, so bad, but still interesting. You have a cool negation, and it's like, what is this supposed to be? And it's like then you have to look at these guys. This is Exorcist, which is the most basic of the all. It's still fun because the whole gimmick is someone one's opponent's turn. That's always a fun form of gameplay. But man, what's I talk? Okay, what I'm trying to say is I really enjoy Grand Creators. The Grand Creators, I love all 4 of these archetypes on just the base level of like they look all fun. They all look fun and dumb in some ways. I like look the previous deck build set, like I said, the Ancient Guardians, look those artics kind of looked cool, but at the moment you touched them, they felt bad to play, honestly. Which is even if a deck's bad, if it feels bad to play, that's really annoying, honestly. Abyss was cool. Abyss was cool. That was fun. Pretty actually strong overall, actually. And Sulfur Cord, everyone kind of cares about Sulfur Cord. I forgot it twice and just talking now. And it's like, and I said before that was the Dry Tone one, right? And it's like, I just like cool card design. What can I say? And I think Grand Creators is a very good set in the sense of the cards, and the set of fun. If I had money, I would buy all these cards just from the sense of like, oh my god, these are cool. It's like that feeling people buy Sue ships because like, well, these ships aren't good, but like that's Sue ships. I like buying cards that are fun if I could buy them in the first place. But okay, you know what? I'm rambling a bit too much now. So I'm gonna wrap this up by saying, look, the Grand Creators may not be the best deck build set or just these group of cards ever, but you know what? They are having a blast existing. They know the archetypes knew they aren't the best things ever. Maybe this one actually could be pretty good actually, but like it could be but they are having fun. They are having fun with the card design. They're not being like they're having fun. You know what? They're just having fun with card design, and that's good. I like that. Not everything needs to be the best, and even if it's not the best, even if it's actually pretty good, and it's having fun and different. You know what? That's what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh! That's what I like about Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! You don't need everything to be the same. We have, for example, like I said earlier, you have cards like archetypes like Sushi, which don't exist in other card games, only because of the design-wise. You can have big spam decks, you can have negation decks, you can have stall decks, you can have control decks, and you just have fun card design. Which I do wish we see more card design like these. We'll be seeing very different, stupid designs, and I'm happy. Thank you for watching. Take care, everyone. I'll see you next time you're gonna watch my videos. Have a good life. Bye.